Hello and welcome to a new episode. And this one I'm going to be going over the connection between the Wheel of Time series of novels and Minecraft. We're going to start by creating a new world here. In creative mode, we're going to use large biomes, and as soon as this is done generating, we'll go into the connection between the two. Now, the Nether dimension of Minecraft was created as an idea back in January of 2010. Later that year, it got a huge update. In a Tumblr post, the game's creator, Marcus Notch Pearson, revealed that it was based on the Wheel of Time novels. To get to the Nether, you have to create a portal using obsidian blocks, then light them on fire somehow. The appearance is somewhat similar to the way gates and the Avendasora leaf key, fire being the key. The portals in Minecraft can be as small as 4 blocks by 5 blocks, or as huge as 23 by 23 blocks. The portals are two-way, so you have to be extremely careful. What lives in the Nether in Minecraft can travel to the real world or travel to the overworld from the Nether to Minecraft, so you have to be careful. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear off a little space here so you can see what the overworld of Minecraft looks like, and then we're going to go ahead and create a portal. Now, to do that, I'm going to go ahead and zoom around here in flight mode. We're in creative, we don't have to worry too much about the hostile enemies. So we're going to go in here, I'm going to grab from the buckets a bucket of water and try to clear off some of this grass real quick. Yeah. That's creative. Hold on a second, I gotta grab an empty bucket. There we go. And there we go. Okay. And now that we have some of this cleared off a little bit, we will go ahead and create our portal momentarily. And just like with the ways in the Wheel of Time series, the Nether has no day-night cycle and no weather either. So the difference between it is with the ways, it seems to be an endless void that is connected by a series of bridges to floating islands. The Nether is a somewhat hellish dimension and kind of resembles the dreamscape in the World of Dreams where Rand and his companions face Ishmael. So we're going to go ahead and create a... Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. It's got to be a little bit higher than that. There we go. Okay. 4 by 5 blocks. And so we will go ahead and light the center of this with a flint and tinder. And that will open up the portal to the Nether. Now we'll step through here, and I will show you what this looks like. There's a little bit of disorientation, and understand that these portals can generate in the middle of nowhere, so you have to be incredibly careful. Lava flows faster and farther than it does in the overworld also, because of the hot dimension that we're in. So it is home to a number of different enemies, zombie pigmen, which have a somewhat vague resemblance to Trollocs. And we will go ahead and select some netherrack here, which is the common block that is generated within the Nether. And we will go out away from that portal, and once we hit a solid series of netherrack behind us, we'll create another portal, and I will show you the difference. For every block that you travel in the Nether, block in Minecraft is 3 feet. In the overworld, you travel 8 blocks, which is the equivalent of 24 feet. So if you travel a total of 1,000 blocks, you'll come out 8,000 blocks in the overworld. So just like in the ways, it's a quick way of getting from one place to another, but it's not necessarily safe. As you can see from all the fire and the lava, and we will run into some of the other denizens, and a little bit later I will also show you the Nether Fortresses, which vaguely resemble the paths in the ways. The Nether Fortresses more closely resemble the world where Rand faces Ishmael and Untitled and I'd. But so we will go ahead and create our other portal. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And now we will go ahead, light this end, and we will go through this portal, and you'll see what I mean when it generates in the other world. So if we go in here, we're floating over the ocean, and I fell in. So let's fly up here, and then let's grab a compass, and we're going to use the compass to find our way back to the original portal, since I created it right near where we spawned in. Now, take note, the compass does not work in the Nether, and neither do the clocks in Minecraft. They go absolutely nuts and spin wildly. So we are moving at a standard flying pace, which is just a little bit faster than the running pace on ground. And you can see the difference. Once we get back, we're going to go back in and run to the other portal, and then phase through again. Still going. The world's generating around us as we go. An interesting note of Minecraft, the overworld in Minecraft is roughly, if you take the equivalent of 1 block equals 3 feet, it's equivalent to 8 times the size of our planet Earth. So for every world that you create in Minecraft, you could explore it for the rest of your life and never get from one end to the other. And explore everything. So on top of that, there are also 3 dimensions in Minecraft. There's the Nether, the overworld, and the end. And with those 3 dimensions, it roughly triples that amount of space that can be explored. There's a number of monsters that you can fight, villages to protect, you name it. So, in a way, it's my idea of a graphical representation of the Wheel of Time, except without channeling. So, but so as you can tell, we're still going. We're starting to get close. Now you see some of the islands generating. We're not too much farther off from our portal. The fact that we deviated a bit of a distance to the right from our portal in original portal through the Nether, it gave us a number of blocks distant from our starting point. So we're off a little bit. We're still going. 9 minutes in on the video, almost 10. And we're still going. And there it is. It's a huge distance traveled for the equivalent of a short distance. Now we're going to go back through here. We're going to run across our little bridge. And if you notice, this only takes a minute or two to get from this end to the other. And we'll go off at a run. As you can see, the compass is just going nuts. Doesn't know what way to point. Normally it points to your spawn point, but in this case, it has no clue where that is. that sound is a ghast, and those things are as terrifying to me as the black wind. So let's go off and see if we can't find another fortress and some of the other denizens of this place. Show you what the other generated structures look like. As you can tell, netherrack's flammable. Once you light it on fire, it'll continue to burn, sort of as a fuel source. And here's one of the broken bridges of another fortress. Kind of reminds me of the broken bridges of the ways. And here's a wither skeleton and a blaze. And the blazes are very frustrating to fight. There's lava everywhere. Some of these nether fortresses, a little bit of lag here as the world generates. As you can see, even this part is somewhat broken, as if it's fallen apart over time. Go back down here. Let's hang left and go into one of these buildings. And there's another a blaze spawner down there. Ah, see? We couldn't go that way. So we're going to have to go another way, as happens in the ways frequently throughout the books. Water doesn't spawn down here. You can't bring a bucket and use it. However, you can bring in blocks of ice for some reason. Ugh, shut up. You terrify me. Okay. Mushrooms do spawn. There's glowstone, which is an infinite light source, and if you gather it properly, you can use it for lighting in your builds. And these nether fortresses are the only place that netherwort naturally grows. So this is one resource that you'll have to travel to the nether to get. And some of the ways are blocked. Sometimes it generates into the side of a mountain of netherrack. There's treasure chests from people that have come before. It's almost an MC Escher drawing in a way. So navigating this place is not necessarily easy. You have to leave a trail of breadcrumbs to figure out where you've come from and where you've been. Unless you just have a really great innate sense of direction. I haven't seen a ghast directly, but they are large, floating, ghost-like entities. They can be killed, but the fireballs that they shoot at you can knock you off your ledge or even snuff out your portal, so you have to be careful. So, my thanks to Robert Jordan for inspiring this part of one of my favorite games. And I absolutely love the Wheel of Time series, grew up on the series, reading it, and absolutely love it. I've read it once for every book and companion piece that's come out. On top of that, I will, in the distant future perhaps, load a playthrough for the Wheel of Time game on PC. So pay attention for that in the future. Let me know what you think. Leave a like and thumbs up if you like the content. Subscribe to the channel, and we're getting near to the end of the video, so I will see everybody a little bit later. Enjoy. A little bit of lava dripping through from on top. Some of the things that have been put into Minecraft are just so awe-inspiring. See you later.